Here's my Prophet 5, Rev 4. I always thought 5 voices would be enough. I've got a Prophet 5. I've always wanted a Prophet 5, but the 10 voices seemed a bit excessive. Why would you want 10 voices? Now they've done the update to the operating system and you can have 2 playing at once. It just seems wrong not to have the ability to do that and not to have the extra 5 voices. So I have here the additional voice board. There we go. And I just thought while I'm doing this, I might as well put it on video so that anyone else that wants to do this can see either how to break it or how to do it. Hopefully it'll be how to do it, not how to break it. So we've got the board and we've got these 3 spacers and we've got the instructions. So first thing I need to do is take off the wooden sides and lift the top. It says remove the wooden panels, then open the metal case, but there's extra screws in there, so I'm assuming I have to take them because nothing's moving. So there are actually 3 screws on each side, and now it's lifting. Oh, it's it's like the Pro One, it's empty. That's hilarious. This is just a sort of big empty space in here. Oh, that's really funny. The weight must just all be in the actual construction of the case itself. Okay then, I can see where it's got to go. It's got to sit on top of this board, and we need to put these spacers onto that board or onto this board in order to keep them separate. Actually, it's got all the screws listed in the manual. I just skipped that page somehow. So there's 3 screws on this board, 1, 2, 3. I need to take those off and replace them with the standoffs. And I'm going to do that manually rather than with the electric screwdriver. It just feels all a bit delicate. And it says not to over tighten these, just to do it hand tight, I think. Feels nice and secure at least. Do you know, after being inside my Jupiter 6 so many times recently and looking at an old board that's got all sorts of goo and stuff on it, this looks fabulous actually, makes a nice change. Okay, time to put this on. And when I first looked at this in the box or in the packaging, I wondered why there wasn't another cable. You know, you think there'd be a cable to connect this to something else, but you actually connect it using the onboard connectors that you've got already on the main board. So I've got to get those right way round. So here we can see 5 voices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've got the larger chip facing that way. You can't go wrong. He says. And that's just slotted on really easily. You feel like you need to push it down more, but I'm not sure if I should or not. Yeah, just give it a little bit of a nudge down. And in fact, if you look at the screws, you can sort of see that the standoffs are visible at the top. So just give it a small bit of persuasion and it'll slot in. So just put these screws back in now. So they screw into the top of the standoffs. It's all really super obvious when you're in here. There we go. Again, not too tight, but not loose in any way. Lovely, and that should be it. So, let's bring it down, power it on, and see if it's working before I stick everything back together. So it's powered on at least, that's a first step. And it's making a sound, so at least I know I've still got a Prophet 5. How do I check if it's got the voices? It should say NOR, and it does, and then if I keep on holding that and press bank, STC for stack. So it's working. That was really, really simple. So time to screw everything back in, make sure everything's lined up properly. I think something needs calibrating, doesn't it? Let's press tune. But yeah, it's working. And that wasn't too bad actually. The hardest part was just lining up some of the screws, as it always is when you're putting something back together. It's been quite nice and peaceful for the cat. She's sitting there snoring, so at least someone's had not a very stressful time. Actually, I should have reset the calibration tables first. That's record and tune, and then tuned it. I've just done that. Can hear we're getting 10 voices there. And to put it back into 5 voice mode, we can go into bank and globals. That gets me to the 3rd page of the globals. We're on all voices here, and I can change that to 5. Back to all of them. But it's nice to have the 5 voice mode so I can do all that old school stuff, but I doubt I ever will, to be honest. Nice to have the stackableness and the split thing as well. So pleased I've done that, and that took around half an hour or so to do in total. And if you enjoyed that, please think about subscribing, ring the bell, share, and all the rest of it. Maybe join me over on my Patreon page. I do have hours worth of tutorials showing you how to get the most from your synths, but if you're looking at buying a Prophet 5, they're probably a little bit basic for you, but it's nice to support the channel anyway, and I put other bits and bobs up there. And also, if you are thinking of getting a Prophet 5 or anything else, use the affiliate link below from Perfect Circuit in the States. If you're in the States, I'll get a little kickback, and it doesn't cost you any extra, so it's another way of supporting the channel. Anyway, cat's still asleep. It's going dark, so I will see you next time.